Alright, so join my Discord before this video starts. Seriously, I have a link in my Twitch. It's not that hard to join my Discord. Everybody, every single person is welcome, and you can do whatever you want in my Discord. I'm serious. I will pop up and chat with you guys. There's voice chat for a reason. Now, you can see my roles. Here's me with all those amazing roles, and I'll probably give you roles. We got guys like Banyo. We got Hank in here. We got frickin' Quizzy, the boy. We got a whole bunch of good people, and all you have to do, if you need the link, you just go to my Twitch channel and go to my messages or my chat or whatever, exclamation point Discord, and you will get an automatic link. All you have to do is click and join, and the link will be in the description and the comment section pinned. Alright, on to the video. Alright, here it is, the moment y'all have been waiting for, the one and only, the move I created, the move everybody's been asking me for, the whole world wants to know it, and why. Some people know it, some people don't know it, some people don't know the specific details of how I do it, and why I'm so consistent, and why I do this move left and right. Let's just say this is another episode of In the Lab, alright, because this is my move, and I did create this. Now, I didn't create the behind the back part, but I did create the counter movement era and dribbling, as you can see right here. We're gonna look at this move over back and forth, and this is gonna be the best detailed I've ever explained a move in my life right here. This move, the whole illusion behind the back, everybody's been asking for it, and this move is not hard to do. And why I say it's not hard to do, because it's common sense. You just gotta know the animations, and everything else is just timing. I can't explain it hard enough. I've been trying to tell people this whole time, bro. It's just counter movement. Just know what animations you're getting out of it, and it looks like exactly as you picture it in your head, as you see it, as you detail it in your head. It looks exactly as it's just that's how the move is. Exactly as what you see is how the move works. Now, here's a couple of my favorite combos here. I love doing this move a lot. You could tell by almost most of my clips. I always like ending it off with that because I have so many variations. Now, here's the Sigs. It is mandatory to have pro spin 4 or 3, and it is 100% mandatory to have normal 4 moving crossover. You will not get no type of other animation unless you use normal 4 crossover. If you are using normal 1 or normal 3, you're fucked. I'm sorry, but it's true. So it is mandatory to have those two Sigs right there. Now, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. The move is exactly as how you see it. That's how you do it. It's not hard, but the only difference is everything is timing. I have a different terminology of how I do it, and I'm going to explain why. And this move it's beautiful. It's a beautiful creation. Honestly, I did what I could, and I just took what I had in one way and just made it to my own thing. Like, I took one move and then expanded it by making multiple plethora moves out of one thing. So that's why I have a counter to it, and that's why I have other moves that can get me open while doing the same move over and over. Some people could read my moves, but trust me, I will always have a counter to every single glitched dribble move or whatever, no matter what it is, because that's how it has to be. So pretty much it. Okay, so first things first, learn the animation you want to get, right? So we know how to do a Trae Young, simple between the legs behind the back. We know how to momentum spin, which is key. Key is momentum spin. If you don't know how to momentum spin, go look up a tutorial. I don't have time to explain. So pretty much it. I'm just not trying to be mean, but it's true. It's the basics. You should already know how to momentum spin. Now, the animation that you want the most is a crossover behind the back, or in other ways you could do it between the legs behind the back. I always do it between the legs behind the back no matter what. Here's a good example as I'm doing it right now. You want this move to be triggered at all times. Now, here's a good example of me doing it right here between the legs behind the back. That animation is what you want, but you could do crossover behind the back, but I really strongly recommend between the legs behind the back, because I trigger it the best way possible by doing it between the legs behind the back instead of doing a crossover behind the back. Now, you can completely repeat it over and over. You'll get good animations and you'll get bad animations, which is cool and all. So let me get this out of the way. First things first, when doing it between the legs behind the back, I'm gonna explain it real quick. It's just hold R2, crossover behind the back. Or you don't have to hold R2 and you can just cross over behind the back. Simple. Hold R2 to do it between the legs. Right? Hold R2 to do it between the legs. And don't hold R2 to do a crossover behind the back. Get the idea? Okay, good. Okay, got it. Need better explanation? Let me know in the description. Anywho, so once you get that whole animation down, make sure you're consistently, you know how to do this perfect over and over. Now, let's get into the main combo for our first explanation here. When we come into a momentum spin, right, there's a rule called the first frame rule. Right here, see the first frame rule. Now, this is my own terminology. I call it the first frame because as soon as the ball touches the hand, that's the first frame possible. That's when you do a between the legs behind the back off of this momentum spin. Sometimes you can get second frame and you'll get the between the legs behind the back won't be as clean, but if you do it fast enough, you'll trigger the best between the legs behind the back, forcing your character to face away from the basket while doing a between the legs behind the back glitching over. Now, to get to the counter, right here, soon as the ball touches the other hand, that's when I hold the left stick. Listen closely. I hold the left stick. You can either hold it right, but I strongly recommend you hold the left stick diagonal down to the right. And then as soon as that, you're holding the left stick diagonal down to the right, you do a Trae Young to execute the move, and you will be successful. This takes time, practice, and patience, everything. Precision. You have to be on point with this. The reason why I'm so consistent with this is because it's just second nature. I know what the rotation is. I know how to counter it. I know how to do other moves out of it. I'm not just Trae Young, or not just a double crossover or a double behind the back. I have a plethora of moves that I could do out of this, which is clean. I could do a switch behind the back. I could do stops, anything. So as soon as that happens, you do a Trae Young right there. So as y'all can see, I'm successful with the move. And there you go. I do a illusion hesitation into a behind the back sham god. One of my favorite moves to do. So that's pretty much it. Hope y'all get the idea. Now, I'm gonna run it back a couple times. We're gonna get a little bit of slow motion, but hopefully you guys get the timing of that move. It's not hard to do. Trust me, it'll get easier as you go on and on and on. But yes, that first frame, you want that first frame. As soon as the ball touches the hand, that's when you trigger the between the legs behind the back. See right there, I got second frame. Second frame is if I do it either A, too late. So if I do it too late, it'll give me that animation. That's the second frame animation. Now, the other animations where you get it correct, but you get the slow, the weird behind the back, that's different. So here's another rundown real quick. A momentum spin. As soon as the ball touches the other hand, I'm automatically doing it between the legs behind the back, forcing myself to face the other way. So I'm keeping that consistency of facing the other way. And then after that, that's when I counter, aka counter movement, to go do Trae Young and face the other side. But that time I just consistently went with another between the legs behind the back, or a crossover behind the back. So another rundown, a momentum spin, easy quick momentum spin, right? First frame right here, as soon as the ball touches the hand. Now I got the weird animation. That's random, but with it between that, if you do it fast enough, if you keep getting first frames, you'll get the cleaner behind the back instead of that ugly behind the back. We don't want to call it ugly behind the back, long behind the back. Let's put it like that, because there's one that's shorter and one that's longer. So as I can see right there, I got the long behind the back one more time again, but I kept comboing up because, you know, you can always clean it up. So here's the short behind the back right there between the legs, and I do my little combo, and it's not that hard. Just get that timing down. So right after the spin, get that first frame timing down. So right after your spin, as soon as the ball touches the hand, that's when you do it between the legs behind the back. Now the reason why I'm not explaining which side you do between the legs behind the back is because some people do it left side, some people do it right side. So don't get confused about doing it which side. Just know what moves you're doing, because you'll get used to how your positioning is. If the ball's on the left hand, if the ball's on the right hand, it'll just come all back to memory, and then you'll get it down for sure. So just pay close attention to timing and make sure you're getting that first frame behind the back. And again, the explanation for the first frame is simple. It's the first frame is as soon as the ball touches the hand, that's when you do your between the legs behind the back. So here's another combo. Here's a perfect example of first frame rule. As soon as the ball touches my hand, I'm automatically already in a position of where doing a between the legs behind the back and getting the short one too. So that's a perfect example of the first frame. First frame is as soon as the ball touches the hand. The first frame of the ball touching the hand, that's when you do your between the legs behind the back. You can sometimes consistently do it on second frame. I can do both, which is it's not hard for me because I know how to do both, how to escape out of both, how to counter the long behind the back, how to switch off of short behind the back, and those explanations they'll come soon. But once you get this down, you'll probably start figuring out a lot more stuff. Now that I've broken down this tutorial and how to do this move, it's really not that hard, and this is the best way possible that I can explain it. If you guys need a better detailed explanation, I'll just put a controller camera so y'all can see the position of what I'm in. But yeah, so make sure you guys get that down. Focus on getting your first frame spin, which is first ball touch. Simple first frame. As soon as the ball touches the hand, that's when you do your between the legs, right after your momentum spin. You can do it off of other moves like the behind, as you can see there. When I did the behind the back, I got a perfect first frame, and then as soon as the ball touched the hand, that's when I got the short behind the back, the clean short behind the back. And yeah, sometimes you get long behind the backs, but the animations are random. But the frame rule is not random. The frame rule is if you're not either you're hitting it too early or you're hitting it too late. So just get that down. I wanted to get that out the way because this move is basically all timing. Once you get the timing down, you'll get used to it doing it in the park, because the park it's like the same timing, it's just slower. The park's just slower when you dribble, a small tiny percentage bit slower in the park. But if you get it down in the my court, you're definitely down to get it down in the park. I could do it in rec. I could do this move in rec, especially in rec. I could do it perfectly, because in rec when I have takeover, it's just I could do it slightly like it's nothing, like it's legit nothing. So if I could do it in rec, I'm pretty sure anybody could do this move in park or in my court. It just takes time and practice. Make sure you get the timing down, and I can't stress this enough. I know I keep repeating myself over and over and over again, but that first frame is everything. That first frame is everything. The only reason this is my terminology of first frame, because it's like that's the best way I can explain it, frame by frame. So once you get that ball touch, as soon as the ball touches that hand after that spin, that's when you do it between the legs, behind the back, and then you counter your movement. So how I went left, I held the right stick diagonal down to the right. You can hold it right, but I recommend it my way because this is the most consistent I can do it. But who knows? Some people are comfortable other ways. It's fine as long as you get the move down and you're consistent. It's all good. I'm gonna let the rest of the clips play out. Not the clips, but the rest of the my court play out, man. The rest of the gameplay play out and all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. This is some real exclusive stuff. I'm giving this out just because it's about to be summer. 2K19 is gonna come to an end soon, and I got nothing. Really, there's just nothing else. I could come up with new moves and stuff, but you know what I mean? I just want everybody to have fun, everybody cook up, and go out there and ISO and have a good time, man, and just, learn this. Now that people that learn this move could just have fun with it, which is so much fun. And pretty much it, just trying to have a good time, bro. Just want to see people get glitchy, which is also lit. So yeah, it's been your boy Flip Z. Don't forget that social media links are in the description below. The Discord, I'm stressing it hard as ever. Please just join the Discord. I will pop up. I promise I will pop up. Early in the morning, late night, yeah. Weekends, definitely, 100% I'll pop up. Weekdays, I'll be there like early mornings, like early afternoons, like 1, 12, 2. But besides that, I'm busy for the rest of the day, so that's pretty much how my life goes. But yeah, pop up in the Discord. Discord link will be in the comment section below if you guys want to join my Discord. I'll pin the comment and everything. So yeah, pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy, man. Drop a like, share to your friends. If you're new, please subscribe. Join the goddamn community, man. Just trying to elevate. Like I said on my last tweet, stay in tune to my Twitter. That's the best place to keep updated because I'm always on Twitter. And yeah, it's me, your boy Flip Z, and I'm out. Peace.